This is Kruti Jaipancholi, Assistant Professor in LJ Institute of Engineering and Technology in Department of Electronics and Communication. This video is about subject Analog and Digital Communication Systems. From this video, you will learn about angle modulation and demodulation. In the last chapter, we learn about amplitude modulation. Modulation is the process in which the characteristics of the one signal that is changing in accordance with the another signal. Similarly, the amplitude modulation is the process in which amplitude of the carrier signal is changing in accordance with the amplitude of modulating signal. Here we are going to learn about angle modulation. Here again we are changing the characteristics of the carrier signal, and that characteristics of the carrier signal that can be either the frequency or the phase of the carrier signal. So angle modulation is divided into two parts. One is the frequency modulation, another one is the phase modulation. The frequency modulation definition is: frequency modulation is the modulation in which frequency of the carrier is changing in accordance with the amplitude of the modulating signal. So here in the frequency modulation process, here you can see the equation E is equal to capital E sine omega t plus phi. In frequency modulation, the term omega, that's a frequency, omega is equal to 2 pi f, is made proportional to instantaneous amplitude of the information signal. In phase modulation, the phi term made proportional to the instantaneous amplitude of the information signal. So we can say that the phase modulation, that is the process in which the phase of the carrier that is varied according to the information signal. So definition of the frequency modulation is: it is the process by which frequency of the carrier signal changes with respect to instantaneous amplitude of information signal or the audio signal, that's my information signal. Instantaneous frequency of the frequency modulated wave, that is given as f is equal to fc in bracket 1 plus kvm cos omega mt. Here it is the diagram of the signal. This is the modulating signal and it is the change in the frequency of the carrier. Now here what happened, that here the amplitude of the modulating signal increases, the frequency increases. Amplitude of the modulating signal decreases, frequency decreases. As the again the if at this point there is no change in the frequency of the carrier wave. So the three rules we have to keep in mind up in the FM frequency modulation. One is that the amplitude increases, frequency increases. Amplitude decreases, frequency decreases. And at this point there is no change in the amplitude, or it is onto the ground line, then there is no change in the frequency. So this way you will find the waveform in which the frequency of the wave that is changing according to the amplitude of the modulating signal. So modulating signal amplitude increases or decreases, the frequency frequency of the modulated wave, that is increases as well as decreases. Here you can see that this is the square wave as an information signal. Again, according to that, the amplitude at this point is constant. Okay, according to that, the frequency of the carrier wave is changing. Amplitude decreases, frequency decreases. Amplitude increases, frequency increases. So you can see that the FM wave that look like this, and it depends upon the amplitude of the modulating signal. Modulation index for FM. The way we have found out the modulation index in case of the AM, it is the ratio of the maximum modulating signal voltage to the maximum carrier voltage. It's a VM by VC. Okay, so VM by VC was the modulation index for the AM. The modulation index that gives us the idea about the amount of the modulation that has been done during the modulation. It also gives you the idea about the degree of the modulation factor. So similarly, modulation index for FM. In the FM, how we can have the idea about the amount of the modulation? That is by the change in the frequency. So modulation index for the FM system is defined as the ratio of the peak frequency deviation to the maximum frequency of the information signal. Here we are changing the parameter, it's a frequency, not so we are observing the change in the frequency, so that gives us the idea about modulation index. So modulation index, modulation factor, it is denoted by MF. This is a suffix F that gives us the idea about the frequency modulation. So MF in case of the frequency modulation, it is delta F. Delta F means the frequency deviation. Frequency deviation means the change in the frequency which we observe in the diagram, okay, in the FM wave. So that is my delta F, and it is FM is the maximum modulating frequency. Equation for the FM wave. The instantaneous amplitude of the FM wave is E is equal to E sin theta. Now we want to find out this theta. So theta is what? It's a integration of the omega dt. Put the value of this over here. So it is the omega c into 1 plus kVm cos omega mt dt. So it is as equal to, we can take this omega c out. Integration of this 1 dt is t plus kVm sin cos omega mt, it is sin omega mt integration divided by omega m. We'll take this omega c inside the equation, omega ct plus this is what? So it is the k omega c vm. Okay, omega k vm fc. So it is what? It is the change in the frequency. As you know that you are changing the amplitude of the modulating signal and you are observing the change in the frequency. So it is denoted by the delta f. So we are putting that delta f over here into sin omega m into t by fm. So it is omega ct plus mf is into sin omega mt. So delta f upon fm is what? It's mf. So we are putting that value over here. So it is omega ct plus mf sin omega mt. Now equation of the FM wave is small e is equal to E sin omega ct plus mf sin omega mt. Now as we know equation we have seen for the FM wave. Now to find out the solution of that equation, we should go for the expression that is the Bessel's functions. So the Bessel's functions to find out the frequency spectrum of the FM wave, it is E is equal to A J0 MF plus sine omega CT plus J1. We have to mug up these equations of the Bessel's functions. It's a ready-made we are taking this. So A, J0, J1, J2, J3, J4, that are the coefficients. These are nothing but the side band. Omega C plus omega m, omega C plus 2 omega m, omega C plus 3 omega m continue. So by FM wave consists of the carrier wave and infinite number of side bands. Amplitude of the side bands is given by, this is the J and MF is equal to MF by 2 whole raised to n 1 upon n factorial minus MF by 2 whole square upon 1 factorial n plus 1 factorial plus MF by 2 whole raised to 4 upon 2 factorial n plus 2 factorial minus MF by 2 whole raised to 6. So these equations, okay, that we have from the Bessel's formula, there is no need to derive all the proof of this Bessel's functions, only we need to remember. So this is the table. Now for the various coefficients and the J0, J1 value, okay, we can find it out the MF value, that is the modulation index value, and we can find out the number of sideband. So if the modulation index is 0, only one sideband. If it is the 0.25, two sideband. So you can see over here from this table, as the modulation index increases, the number of sideband, it is also increases. So frequency spectrum of the FM wave. FM, there are carrier as well as number of sidebands like FM, 2FM, 3FM. In case of the AM, the number of sidebands also we have seen. So number of sideband and its amplitude, that depends upon the modulation index MF. So according to the equation of FM, theoretical bandwidth of FM is infinite, but we can reject the sidebands which do not have the significant amplitude. Coefficient of carrier, that is the J0, is not a constant but that varies with the modulation index. Now how can we find out the bandwidth of the FM wave? The AM wave bandwidth is what? So it's a twice FM. Mean whatever the maximum frequency, so twice of that maximum frequency, that much bandwidth is required in case of the AM. In the FM wave consists of carrier wave along with the sideband. Number of sideband increases as modulation index increases, and it is given by BFM, that is the bandwidth required for the FM, is equal to twice n FM, where n is the highest order of side frequency for which the amplitude is significant. According to the Carson's formula, we can find out the bandwidth of the frequency modulated wave, and it is BFM is equal to twice into MF plus 1 into FM. So now we are putting the value of the MF. MF is what? It's a delta F upon FM. So by putting the MF value, we can also find out the bandwidth of the FM. It is BFM equal to twice MF plus 1 into FM, or it is twice delta F plus FM. So you can also find out the answer for this. Find out the peak frequency deviation if audio frequency range 10 Hz to 10 kHz. is modulated on the carrier wave of 100 megahertz with modulation index 10 and find the bandwidth of this. So you can also find this in the equation, okay, and we can also solve this example. So it is about the introduction of the frequency modulation. So we'll study about the phase modulation later. Thank you very much everyone.